Yo, what's going on, guys? Bel'Veth is currently a top 5 jungler after Riot basically secretly buffed her Q against monsters. The reason why I say secretly is they hid it a little bit in the changes instead of the buffs, and that is on her Q, giving her an extra 20% damage against monsters on her Q. This lets her level 1 be able to solo start on Raps, and if you land all 4 Qs, you can kill every single small raptor. Pretty crazy. No auto attacks required on them. So Bel'Veth clear, much faster, a bit healthier as well, and she's just a very strong scaling jungler. Her passive giving you constant attack speed. For our runes, we have Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Tenacity, Last Stand, Free Boots with Cosmic, double AD and health. You can go for attack speed, yes, you can go for armor. I wasn't too worried about Vi though. I don't think she can do a whole lot to me pre-6, so that's why I went for the scaling HP. And you may say, well, why is that? I can dodge her Q with my Q, so I don't really know how she's going to be able to do damage to me. She'll need level 6. Going for double AD whenever you have Lethal Tempo is nice, because you get so much attack speed in the late game, you can't really move in between autos effectively. So it's just that one of those things. Auto into Q, auto Q, auto Q, auto Q. That's also why I went for Tenacity, because it's going to delay just how fast it's going to get awkward to move an auto attack. That's one annoying thing about Bel'Veth in the late game. You'll have so much freaking attack speed that moving in between autos is kind of impossible, and you just have to click on the enemies and kind of let Bel'Veth do the rest, which is a little annoying. You want to save your E for as long as possible. It does the most damage whenever your target is 30% health or lower, and your E has a bunch of life still healing on it, so he is a really, really good kill tool for champions, minions, monsters. It will focus whoever is lowest, so it's not going to focus a, a champion over a minion if there's a lower minion nearby. So keep that in mind. Something to think about. Auto W into Q. Auto Q, auto Q. Little raptors get absolutely demolished. It's amazing. If you're not in combat, your attack speed stacks from your passive, because you get 2 for using any ability. They fade super, super fast. Like insanely fast. Look at all that juicy healing. We haven't even used potion yet. So here, for example, we just lost all of our attack speed stacks from our passive from using abilities. Currently, we only have an extra 2% attack speed from our passive. Not much, just a constant 2.76% now. It gets higher and higher. The more stacks you get, of course, and the higher champ level. So we finished around 315, 316-ish. I'm going to Q out. Auto him down. Notice how we didn't throw out our W. I didn't know if he had flash or not. So if I went to W early, he would have just flashed away. We would have missed, and he would have gotten away because we have to stand still to cast it. So I was not in a big hurry to use W there. If you have auto attack pressure on them and you're already cutting off their escape route, there's no need to use a skill shot. I also held on to E for the same reason, because you have to stand still for a moment to use your E. So if he were to have flashed away immediately, it would have just been awkward to even use our E there, because once again, we already had his escape cut off. So we'll just use autos and Qs there. Want to go Kraken first item. You can go for Bork. You start to farm healthier and healthier though, so the life still isn't really needed. Kraken's only 100 more gold for 25 more AD. The same amount of attack speed, except you get the crit, which is really nice. You also get Bring It Down, the true damage, which you can easily apply with your high attack speed, plus your E applies on-hit effects as well. So Kraken first item rush on Bel'Veth is her highest first item rush out of her top, like, 4 builds. The top 3 are all Kraken rush. The 4th one is the Bork. I think the time where you would go Bork is if you're up against a big HP tank jungler like Zac, someone or Mundo, someone who's going to rush probably Heartstill or a big HP item first item, then you can kind of justify the Bork instead of Kraken. Ours pushing mid. We can come up behind her with Ghost. Ghost gives you way more chase down potential, and the Ghost works really well with how Bel'Veth interacts with Rift Coral too. I'm going to go ahead and Ghost here, Q out. She charms, so I throw out W right as she does that. Auto Q, auto Q, auto into E. We're not level 6 yet, so we can't pick up the Rift Coral. When you're on Rift Coral, you get extra health, extra attack speed, extra attack range. Your Qs can go over walls. You get a lot of stuff. It's mainly the health and extra attack speed plus Qs go over walls whenever you're on Rift Coral. The most important Rift Coral to get is Herald and Baron. That Rift Coral increases your gas tank from 60 seconds to 180 seconds. All the other Rift Corals is just a 60-second gas tank. So let's say you're on your normal 60-second gas tank. You pick up 5 champion Rift Corals back to back to back because you just got a penta. You'll only have 1 minute of Rift Coral because your gas tank is stuck at 60. But if you had a Herald and you only had like 10 seconds left out of the 180 and you could get several champions, you'll be back at the 180. So it's way more important to get Heralds and Barons on Bel'Veth than it is anything else, especially kind of early on. I'm kind of on the wrong side of the map right now, more or less. I don't really want to reset. Thing is, I'm already kind of over here. Go ahead and blast it. Oh, it still won't die. It was too healthy. I'm gonna go get her blue buff. I know she's on the dragon area. I just can't get there in time. And my mid laner's dead, so if I go to fight for her, I'm gonna get ganged up on. Bel'Veth's squishy. She's kind of like Master Yi, where you don't really want to be the first person to go in. You want to be the second or third, and you can go in and get a huge cleanup with your execute damage on E and your R resets going inside. Whenever you go inside a Rift Coral, enemies can still target and hit you, but you do get health, and it does a decent amount of AoE true damage. It's like execute true damage. There's nothing for me over here. This is so sad. I'll just reset. Hopefully she didn't take my blue buff. We can pick up Noon Quiver. It's a really good item on Bel'Veth early on. Loads of extra damage. We'll pick up this as well. Q out of base. So she is on my blue. She's only level 5 though, so Bard can tear her up. She's put herself behind with ganking a lot. Plus doing Dragon pre-6 can put you really far behind because it takes a while as a jungler before you have a full item. Vlad's running her down. Oh, he got it. I thought she lived. Alright. We'll smite into E. Very nice. You can cancel your E by either reactivating it, which usually takes a moment to work, or by using a Q. So you can Q out of your E pretty much immediately. Got Raptors up. We'll continue to clear. You don't want to over gank on Bel'Veth. Bot lane here, the enemies aren't really committing to anything, and since they have lane control, the bush is probably warded. So since all these camps are up, we might as well come and take them since they're along the way in a linear pattern. That way they'll spawn back in that linear pattern to where we can regather them. So right here, we could come up behind Ahri. She probably has R, so we most likely can't kill her. Oh, well played to Vlad. For some reason, she didn't have R and she was doing that. Could look for a Rift Herald. I don't know where Scion is though. If Scion, yep, I'm glad I didn't go there. Scion and Vi were both there. If I saw Scion was topside, I would have gone to Herald because worst case scenario, it would have been a 1v1 between me and Vi if she was already on it. But since I didn't know where Scion was, it was incredibly dangerous because he could have been there, and sure enough, he was. Would have been a guaranteed death. Cassante's 10 miles away. So we Q out of that, and we're chilling. I didn't waste my smite. I was over here anyways. Smiting him's fine. You need to slow him. Ideally, you want to smite before you use your W, so you can land it. Oh, wait. He just stepped back up. Might have been able to stay and kill. He does have plated, though. Me and Cassante are both physical damage champs. It's going to make it a little bit challenging to kill him. Bot lane doesn't look very gankable. This happens a lot on Bel'Veth, where you're not really able to get off many ganks, so you just end up doing a lot of full clearing. Luckily, she's an infinite scaler, so you're not really punished for full clearing. Since their team's kind of tanky, after Kraken, we could go for Black Cleaver. It's a very, very high win rate, particularly against when they have things like Scion. Also going to make us a big frontliner since our front line's lacking. It's just me and Cassante, really. We red buff autoed into that. I'll ghost her down here. Get her with the W into the E. Go inside. Get her with the true damage. Ooh, that's a double. I would like to go inside of that. Let's get my Rift Coral back up. Oh, do I die? Do I die? No, I don't. I was really close. Let me get to that Rift Coral. It's a little dash you can use to kind of get away, because she teleports to it pretty quickly. Just keep in mind the enemies can hit you while you're doing it. So if someone's shredding you down like a Master Yi or a Cal, you don't really want to go inside of one generally, because you'll just get yourself killed. But do you see how I only can get a maximum of 60 at once because I have a 60 basic gas tank? I'm saying that so you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. The only way you can increase the size of the tank is from getting a Herald or Baron, and it increases it to 180 for that duration, and then you can keep refilling it before it runs out. So I'm still stuck on the shitty one, so even though I just got like 3 Rift Corals, I only really got 60 seconds of use. I need to reset. I'm too low to fight Ahri here. I need to spend my gold. I'm sitting on a crack and gonna be stupid strong. Against their team, it's definitely a plated type of game, and I do want to go Black Cleaver second item. Keep in mind, Bel'Veth, high attack speed, her E applies on-hit effects. You can apply all of the Cleaver carve rapidly, thus shredding the enemy's armor for you and your teammates to abuse. Plus, when you shred their armor, it gives you movement speed. So, very strong second item for her. Bork is good. Black Cleaver's a lot safer. I don't want to throw my shutdown gold. I went for plated because they're all physical except for Ahri. She's magic and true damage. That is why I decided to go for plated. I also have the tenacity already in my runes, so even if Ahri lands charm or I get snared by Senna, it won't be a huge deal. We'll go ahead and pick up that Rift Coral. We can go over walls now. I'll go back over. Kind of just in and out, in and out. We'll pick that up, and we have another one over here. There's not a lot of incentive for even picking it up, though, really. Get the knock up into an E. Pick that up. We need to get her with Smite. Slow her down. Let me auto her down. You see, we can only get up to 60 because we still don't have the Herald or Baron gas tank increase. That was a really good fight for us. We got a lot of gold off of that. We're really tanky with the extra HP plus still caps. The way HP and resistances synergize is super, super favorable. If you're all HP, you're not really tanky. And if you're all resistances, you're not tanky. You kind of need both. And that's what we have at the moment. The enemies needed to focus me. If you don't focus Bel'Veth, she'll wipe everyone, similar to a Master Yi. Auto into E. Oh! We go inside, but you see how they're able to focus us even when we do go inside? It doesn't make you untargetable, so if it did, we might actually kill everyone there because knockup's coming back up. Definitely not worth it for me. I thought I could kill her a little bit quicker. Wasn't expecting her R to be up since last fight, but it was. It's my bad. I've got some low cooldowns. Go ahead and finish my cleaver. Big chunk of it at least. Sion's sitting there munching on Ezreal while he throws random skill shots out. Oh my gosh. Senna's rage split pushing. We need to punish that. Bel'Veth's base movement speed is 340. I mean, it's decent enough considering how many dashes she has. I could just hit it from the front. Let's see if this is up. Yeah, I'll just hit it from behind then. Yeah, you're screwed, bud. One does not simply outrun Bel'Veth, I'm afraid. Auto into W, into an E. Down you go. Thank you for the Rift Coral. Appreciate that. I'll go ahead and stay to push the wave since I'm already here. Might as well collect all this. You see, when things are full health, your E does less damage than just autoing stuff. I'll stay and shred this. We have an extra 15% attack speed. We're at 1.78. Pass is giving additional nearly 50%. My goodness. Gets really, really high around 15-20 minute mark if you've been farming. They're all kind of grouped up mid. Should we run over there and probably not get there in time? I don't think so. Can I kill Scion here? He's actually heavy armor. It's not worth it. Until I have Black Cleaver, I'm not going to bother. If I have like Black Cleaver and Bork, then sure. It's going to take so long for me to even possibly kill him, and you might just have a teammate come and wipe me up. Do I actually win this? He's Grasp. Honestly, don't even know if I do, because he does have Bramble. And looking at gold spent, we're both tier 2 boots, and we're both 1 full item plus partials. It would be a really weird fight. I don't think it would be worth it. Because if it's too close, I would just have to back off. I don't want to give him shutdown. He's going to get away. That's fine. Dragon up in 45. I'll reset. Be at that dragon. Get the Rift Coral from it. Haven't been able to get a Herald this game. Not a huge deal, but it's nice to have. Turns Bel'Veth into one of the biggest scaling junglers in the game. So now we're at 2,000 health plus plated. We have some tenacity. Ours are only AP. I don't think she can just freely focus me. I think my team has too many targets that need to be focused, like Vlad and Ezreal. Low-key, even Cassante, if you can get on their backline. I will get a Wit's End since Ahri has Sorks. I can't hop over this wall because I don't have my stuff. I don't have a Rift Coral. Kill! I do some true damage based on Sion's missing HP. I'm going to take that Rift Coral. I'm going to dash away. I want a ghost for this. Down you go. I think ghosting was worth. I wouldn't have been able to catch up very well if I didn't ghost. The extra out of combat movement speed's kind of sick. Did somebody just ward there? I don't know if Vice here or not. Oh, Ahri tried to steal it. What a rat. We take drag now. We shred drag now. We have 2.3 attack speed. Oh, they almost got it. That was actually really close. I'll pick that up and hop over the wall. Oh, she's kind of baiting me there a little bit. They're all stacked in the bush. I had enough dashes to survive though. I get the double knock up on them. Bard lands a beautiful R. They're a little too stacked though. Hey, Senna. Drop the E. My E was pretty much wasted there. Ooh. I need to get out of that situation. I was killing myself on the Scion Thornmail. No joke. Got the knock up. Down they go. I'll pick up some Rift Corals to refill my 60-second tank, and they quit. Bel'Veth, hecka spicy right now, man. Big fan of the champ. One of the best carries in the game. You have to be disciplined, though. Focus on full clearing into ganks. Don't do any crazy invades early on. Avoid 1v1s if possible. and just play for smart ganks. Let's get damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we weren't the highest in the game. We were behind Vlad and Ari by a little bit. I think the longer the game went, though, we would have gotten more and more damage. Once we had Bork, the Black Cleaver was more of a buffer item to give us lots of HP and survivability, because Bel'Veth, you need to stay alive to get the Rift Corals. For damage taken, we took the most on our team, almost the most in the game. For self-mitigated, okay, it wasn't as much as I thought it would be, but number 3. For runes, high value. All in all, Bel'Veth, after the buffs, it's easy to see why she's currently a top 5 jungler, pushed up from all the way from like top 15. So pretty crazy. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and go play some Bel'Veth. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.